The Unlikely Friendship, the story of Bruno and Mitcha. Once upon a time in a quiet village there was a dog named Bruno and a cat named Mitcha. Bruno was a large, robust shepherd dog with a heart of gold and a bark that made the trees tremble. Mitcha, on the other hand, was an elegant and independent cat with a soft black and white coat and sparkling green eyes. Despite living in the same house, Bruno and Mitcha did not like each other at all. Every time Bruno approached to play, Mitcha would arch her back, puff up her tail and hiss. There wasn't a single day when the two didn't look at each other with suspicion. Bruno thought Mitcha was too hardy, and she, in turn, considered him too coarse and noisy. The owners, a kind elderly couple, hoped that the two would eventually become friends, but it seemed like an unattainable dream. One day, during a particularly violent storm, Bruno and Mitcha found themselves stuck outside the house. The rain poured down in torrents and the wind howled through the trees. Mitcha, who hated water, took shelter under a small shed, but the cold wind made her tremble. Bruno, seeing her so frightened, felt the urge to protect her, despite everything. With determined steps, Bruno approached the shed and, despite Mitcha's suspicious gaze, lay down next to her, trying to cover her with his large body to shield her from the wind. Initially, Mitcha tensed up, but as time passed, she felt Bruno's warmth and stopped trembling. The storm lasted all night, and the two stayed close, sharing warmth and companionship. When the sun finally rose, the storm had subsided, and with it, the tension between Bruno and Mitcha. From that day on, something changed between them. Mitcha started seeking Bruno for cuddles, and he treated her with a sweetness he had never shown before. The two became inseparable, playing together in the yard, sleeping close, and sharing every meal. Bruno and Mitcha discovered that, despite their differences, they could be great friends, and so it was. Their bond became so strong that they could no longer imagine life without each other. And so, in that quiet village nestled in greenery, a dog and a cat who once couldn't stand each other lived happily ever after as the best friends the world had ever seen.